Hi guys, this is Elisa with FusionDIY. Today I'm sharing two projects with you. The first is a little corner hutch for a bathroom that my friend picked up for me, and I'm going to give this cute little thing a makeover. The first thing that I did was I cleaned it and then I gave it a coat of primer to prevent any bleed through from occurring. After that, I gave it 2 coats of the chalk mineral paint from Country Chic called Nightfall. And this is a beautiful pastel blue that I love the color, and it just, when it's dry, you can see there, it's a little bit darker when it dries, but it's such a pretty powder blue. So I will give that 2 coats of Nightfall. And this is actually me giving it a second coat. I love the little inset of the lace in front of the door. I thought that was so pretty. And then once I got finished with the second coat of paint, I let that dry overnight. And then I came back with 2 coats of polyurethane. And here it is in my booth. Now that top piece there, I wasn't sure if I was going to put it on. It had been broken, but I was able to piece it back together, glue it back together, and barely noticeable that it was broken. So it is finished. And I apologize for the lighting. It's not the best in my workshop, but I have a better picture of it with it staged in my booth, so you'll get a better look at it. So here it is staged in my booth. I just love the color and everything about it. It's just so pretty and so country looking, especially with that lace inset in the door. Project 2 is going to be this very large bunny that I picked up at Goodwill, and I believe I paid $1.99 for it. This guy is huge, but he's also very, very light. I think that he's made out of paper and cardboard. He's not very heavy at all. So here's another picture of him so you can see just how big he is. And I want to show you how to make that faux concrete look. All I did was I took some Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral, and I'm sprinkling in some baking soda. Now I'm going to mix this, and my baking soda has been around for a little bit, so there's a little bit of lumps in it. So I'm just going to mix it until I get all the lumps out of it. But then you get this texture that the baking soda creates. And the more baking soda that you add, the more texture that you have. Now, unfortunately, I used a little bit too much paint on the first painting of this bunny. So I went back then and added more baking soda to the paint, and then I gave him a second coat, which gave him more texture, but you'll see that in a moment. So I'm going to take the paint and I'm actually stippling it onto the bunny. I'm not painting it. I'm just dabbing it on and making sure that I get a really good coverage on this guy. And this was a fairly time-consuming process, but in the end, it turned out great. So, but you can see there's really not a whole lot of texture there yet. So after I finished stippling the first coat on, I'm going to go back and take my heat gun and I'm going to dry it. And then I'm going back with a second coat, which I'm doing here. And I added a lot more baking soda to the paint to really give it that faux concrete look. So I'll go back, and not only am I stippling on a second coat, I'm also making sure that I am getting any of the spots that I might have missed the first time around. So after I finished this coat, I dried him, and you can see the difference now of the faux concrete look. He's got a lot more texture to him, and I was very satisfied with how he looks. And after he dried, I gave him a coat of polyurethane spray, and I think he turned out excellent. And here he is in my booth. So I want to thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I release a new video. Thanks for watching.